guys, welcome back to my channel. Simone here. So I was going through my videos that I've been doing over the last sort of 6 months, and I realised that I started a hashtag fantasy life video series. If you don't know, I will link the playlist below, but I do these hashtag life videos where I pick a topic and I do 3 videos per topic. We do the top 5 books, top 5 movies and top 5 TV shows of each topic. And I realised that for the fantasy one I did top 5 books and top 5 movies, but I never did top 5 TV shows. And so I thought today I would rectify that. So I'm going to be filming today my top 5 TV shows that are fantasy, and hopefully that you enjoy this, because, so I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not the biggest TV show finisher. I'm very good at starting TV shows, but very rarely do I finish them. Or I'm currently watching them and I haven't finished them yet. So I will be honest with you about the ones I'm going to talk about. One of them, I've only watched 1 episode of the series, but I'm loving it so far, and I can already tell I'm going to really love it, so hopefully you don't mind that I haven't finished it. But otherwise I would not have enough to talk about if I needed to finish the series to talk about it. So yeah, I've got 5 for you today. They're mostly quite popular, so you've probably heard of them, but I'm going to talk about them anyway because that's what I like to do. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the one I've only watched 1 episode of, and that is Stranger Things. Now I know that most of you have probably just recoiled in horror, but no, I have not watched Stranger Things before. I watched the first episode of this with my sister about 6 months ago, and then I re-watched it probably like yesterday or the day before, because I want to start the series and actually get through it. But I love the first episode so much, and I know that now I've got 2 seasons to watch, so I'm really excited about it, and I hope that I can get it watched like soon, because, you know, but I'm also one of those people that can't just sit and watch one series because I get bored. So I like watch an episode and then I'll watch an episode of something else and I'll come back to it. So at some point I'll have finished it. But I love Stranger Things. If you don't know what Stranger Things is, which I'm imagining you do because most people do, but it's about, well, as far as I can gather so far, a little boy goes missing. I say little boy, he's what, like 11, 12? I don't know how old they are. He goes missing, and because there's like a bump in the night, and he's got 3 best friends who are trying to find him, and the police are trying to find him, and his mum's trying to find him, and then they meet this like girl who has escaped from some place, I don't know, I think her name's 13, and I realise I don't know too much about this at the moment, but I loved the first episode and I really wanted to talk about it because I can't believe I haven't watched it before now. Everybody has been talking about Stranger Things, so hopefully I will be on the hype train soon. Yeah, so that's a good first one. So the second one I am currently watching still as well. I think I've watched like 8 episodes. I'm not sure how many episodes there are, but this is The Good Place. Now this features Kristen Bell and Jamila Jamil, and who else is in it? Oh, I don't remember what the lady's name is. I think it might be like Darcy something. And also we have William Jackson Harper, according to this that I've got on my screen. I'm not very good at names, but anyway, this is basically about when you die, you go to the good place or the bad place. If you go to the good place, it's because you have been a good person throughout your life and you get like good things and you're really happy. If you've been bad or not, you go to the throughout your life you go to the bad place, and where you get tortured and bad stuff happens. And our main character, played by Kristen Bell, who I also think is absolutely amazing, she ends up in the good place by accident. Like, they've got some of her details right, but some of the stuff that she supposedly has done that's so good, she didn't actually do, it wasn't her. And yeah, so she gets stuck in the good place, and then bad stuff starts to happen in the good place, and she's trying to learn how to be good. And I loved this. Like I said, I'm on, I think, episode 8 or something now, and I know there's so much more to come, but I love it, it's so good. And they're really short episodes as well. I think they're like 25-minute episodes, so it's really easy to just like watch a quick episode while you eat something or like get ready or whatever, which I love because, you know, Sometimes I'm like, do I need an hour of this? Like, could we just do 25 minutes? I can do that and move on. Like I say, love this though, and I can't wait to continue watching it. The next one I'm also currently watching season 1 of, and I believe there's 7 seasons now, so I'm a little bit behind. But that is Once Upon a Time. Now, most of you, I think they've just announced that the 7th season is the last one, so maybe I won't be like continually behind. I'm going to catch up now. But again, like I say, I'm on the first season. This follows a young boy who has been adopted, but his biological mother, he believes to be the answer, basically, because he thinks that the place that they live in, Storybrooke, is actually where all these characters from fairy tales live, and they just don't know about it. They can't remember because the evil queen, his adopted mother, is stopping them all from remembering because she's put a curse on them. And so like each of the characters in it, he thinks is certain. Like for example, there's a guy, a councillor man, who he thinks is Jiminy Cricket. There's a girl who he thinks is Snow White, and she like meets the prince, and oh, it's just great. There's so many good characters in it, so many things happening, and because there's so many different fairy tales, like there's so many different stories that kind of arch over, which is amazing. And I also love the fact that the main character, Emma, is actually Dr. Cameron from House. That makes me very happy inside, because I just loved her character, and I felt like she wasn't in House for long enough. I feel like we needed more of her. So yeah, I really enjoy Once Upon a Time. Again, I think I'm on season 1, but I think I'm on like episode 10 or something. So I'm enjoying it, and apparently I'm really behind, so I need to get on that. The 4th one is another one I'm currently watching. Again, like I said, I get bored, so I watch like multiple series at once. And again, I'm on season 1, and I think there's like, I don't know how many seasons there are, but I'm pretty sure there's quite a lot. And that is The Vampire Diaries. Now, I read one of the books of The Vampire Diaries and really didn't like it, but I much prefer the TV series. This follows the main character, Elena, whose parents died in a car accident, and she goes to live with her aunt with her brother. And it's kind of about the school life, I guess, and she meets a boy named Stefan who turns out to be a vampire, and then she kind of gets sucked into the world of vampires with Stefan and his evil brother Damon, and there's like a love triangle, I think, and I don't like that because Stefan is who she should be with. Again, I don't know who she ends up with because I've not watched more than like 6 episodes, but I do like what I've seen. My favourite character is actually Bonnie, who is Elena's best friend, and she's a witch, and something about her just makes me really happy. Yeah, I love her, and I just like the Vampire Diaries in general. I think they're like realistic, can you even say realistic vampires? They're like proper vampires, not like sparkly ones, so just love it. And then the final one I want to talk about is Grimm. Now this is a like detective thing where he starts investigating, or the main character starts to investigate things that are sort of supernatural, like wolves, and then he discovers that he is actually descended from these like supernatural hunters, I guess, and it's about that. It's really, really interesting. This is one I haven't watched for quite a while. I know I watched season 1 and really enjoyed it. I need to like continue on, but there was just something about it that was like, because I really like crime shows, like I'm a big like detective person, and this is like that but with the supernatural elements in, which is one of my favourite things. I love it when they do that. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed this. I think it's probably one of the more probably lesser known, or not lesser known, but lesser talked about, I think, than a lot of the others I mentioned. But maybe that's just because it's a bit older. I don't know if there's any new episodes come out recently or anything. But again, it's one I want to continue watching because I did really enjoy it when I watched it. And yeah, I really enjoy it. So that is my top 5 fantasy TV shows. Let me know in the comments below what yours are, and if you've watched any of the ones I've talked about, clearly don't spoil me because I'm way behind. But I love talking about these sorts of things, so yeah, let me know what your favourites are. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and let me know if you have any other topics that you want me to talk about on the #life series. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.